What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the second episode of Fresh Off the Press in 10 minutes or less. Okay, y'all, I want to get into Housewives of Atlanta. As you guys know, I really don't review that show at all, but this season has been very interesting to watch. One, because they brought three new cast members on. Brit Eady, they had Kelly, and also Angela. I can't remember their last names, but I remember Brit Eady because she's the one I want to really talk about. But I want to get into them because, of course, we know Kenya wasn't on this season, and the ratings are showing. Okay, and also Phaedra came back. But before we jump into that, y'all, let's go ahead and get to the business of this channel. If you want to join the nation, go ahead and turn your notifications. Make sure you turn them on also you're notified every time I post a new video or I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment down below in the comment section. Y'all, it's the only way to keep a person in the algorithm. I want to be in the algorithm. Also, like the video, guys. Like the video, okay? Then subscribe to the channel. That's the best part that you can do is subscribe to the channel, okay? So let's play this intro and let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, y'all, and we are back. So this is the seating chart for Housewives of Atlanta for this season, right? And I'm gonna put myself down here for just a second so you guys can see it really quick, and then I'm gonna move myself back up. But can y'all see? Can y'all figure out who's missing? I should put my little circle over there. Just put my circle right here at the top. Yep, there we go. Put me up there. Okay. Somebody's missing. I'm gonna give you some time to figure that out while I talk about why is Phaedra sitting up there in the second seat? She wasn't even there for but 3 episodes, and it doesn't make sense that Phaedra's there. I don't care if y'all call me a Phaedra hater, but I'm gonna be a Phaedra hater because I don't understand how Phaedra should be like a friend of the show who came in. How is she behind Cynthia when Cynthia worked the whole season? Phaedra should be one of the people who walked through and walked back off. I mean, even the ratings of the show dropped when she came on. It's like they're trying to make Phaedra happen, and it's just not gonna happen. But if you guys haven't figured out who's missing, is Brit Eady. She's not showing up. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be upset with this because we want some answers from Brit about what happened this season and where is Kenya at on this seating chart. Because if Brit's not going to be there, then why would Kenya not be able to show up for this reunion? Is what I would want to know. I'm not sure about y'all, but I would want to know why, if Brit, especially if Brit's not coming, she can't be a problem. Where's Kenya? Okay. I want to read this post. There's 2 posts I want to read. So this one comes from Facebook. It says, like I said before, Brit Eady skips the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion due to not being able to take accountability, which we all know that's why she didn't show up. She doesn't want to take accountability for anything that she did when it came down to that Porsha stuff. And as we watch the season go on and on and on, Brit had the same issue with everybody else. She just didn't threaten to pull out a pow on people and smack them in the back with whips. Okay. Cassie made a huge mistake casting her. Just horrible. This entire season was horrible, actually. Now, I don't agree with that. I think this season was really good, to be honest, had they not had Brit Eady on there. I think that Cynthia did a great job of playing a friend of. She was really a cast member that should have been, she should have been a cast member. She was on almost every episode. Even Phaedra couldn't save the show. Phaedra was never going to save the show. She didn't save Married to Medicine. She definitely wasn't coming on Housewives of Atlanta to save it. And no one on Housewives really wants to see Phaedra there, to be honest. And it shows. Next season, he wants Angela, Kelly, Nene, Kenya, Porsha, Drew, Phaedra. But Brit, and he calls her Nicki Minaj Jr., which she does remind me a lot of Nicki Minaj, y'all. Is a major letdown. I definitely could see no more Brit. I don't think Brit has a place with this cast. I think that Angela, I think she did her big one this season. I loved Angela on the show. And you know what's crazy is I really like Drew this season too. I feel like Drew not one. I feel like if Drew just kind of knew a little bit more about Jade and how to handle these girls, Drew could really come on and do her thing. But because she doesn't give enough. Like she don't have a friend on the show that she talks to about the things that are going on. So it makes Drew look boring and like she don't want to get into nothing or whatever. But um Drew can definitely do her big one if she just comes on the show and act like she want to be there or something. Because you have to do some of it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to pull up this clip as well because now that he mentions, Nene Leakes wants to come back. Well, Nene was doing it. She does her show, and so she was on her show, and she talks about how she wants to be friends with Porsha again. Now I haven't heard this, so let's listen to this together.
It's just maybe I could have checked on her. I honestly didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. And at the same time, you just don't understand what other people are going through. I have been dealing with a lot over the past 4.5 years, probably a little bit longer than that. But I just continue to move forward and push forward. So sometimes I say to my friends, give them a little grace.
Yes.
Like you don't know what the person is going through and what they're dealing with. So
I think Porsha was an unfair friend too, even though Nene is kind of taking responsibility for it now. I think that Porsha was an unfair friend because she was going through a lot at the time that Porsha was being a bad friend. Porsha, she was being a bad friend at the time, and I feel like Nene, in her every right, in the momentum of where she was at, I don't think she could have been a better friend to Porsha at the time, and I think that's okay.
I forgot to call you or check in on you this time.
Right.
But if it was something that was consistently happening,
Yeah.
then I see you saying, this is not a good friend of mine. It's just, maybe I could have checked on her. I honestly didn't even think about it like that. But somebody that maybe missed it once or twice, to get them a little grace. Who knows what they were going through that day?
Yeah.
You know,
have that
so
attention.
I don't have a problem with reconciling with Porsha, but I'm going to tell about herself first, honey. So when do you want to have drinks so we can fix this Porsha? Oh, welcome to the Nene Leakes show, girl. Come on.
And you know what's crazy is that Nene Leakes hangs out with boyfriend. Okay, this is when I guess they had the issue after this. Because they're choosing a side. Porsha splits with Simon. Okay. What's interesting about this, and I don't know where I seen this at, but I seen that Nene was on something else talking about she has kind of made peace with Bravo and NBC. And now all of a sudden she wants to be friends with Porsha again. Is this the article? Okay, yes. So this was on her show. And y'all, by the way, this dress that Nene has on is extremely cute. Hold on. Oops, I done tipped myself down. I got to tip the thing down. This was on her show. T.S. Madison was on this episode. I seen this episode. I didn't go through the whole thing because I was traveling, but I wanted to finish watching. But as soon as I seen this dress, I'm like, oh my God, this dress, the whole thing looks really nice on Nene. I love this dress. All right, so it says Nene Leakes says she's in a better place with Bravo and NBC Universal. We've actually cleared all of our disagreements up. So let's see what she says here.
People think that I'm in a bad place with Bravo or NBC, and that is just not the case. I mean, there's been so much talk. We've actually cleared all of our disagreements up. We've actually sat at the same table and worked through these things.
You did a whole special.
Yeah, we worked through all of that stuff. I did.
Yeah.
And then
so I wonder, is this why she's making up with Porsha? And if it is, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it also makes for good TV. I hope that when she does though make up with Porsha, I'm sure she wants to do it on her show. But if they're going to put her back on Housewives, we would probably rather see it on Housewives because that's where the division happened at. So I think that would be a better thing for us to see it on the show if she's going to come back.
Sometimes I think people are not thinking I'm working for NBC. You know, when you see me hosting the Oscars or the Emmys on the red carpet, they own those carpets. And if we were in some sort of beef, they would not have me on their carpets. I just think that people don't really see it like that. They don't really get that NBC owns Bravo.
Yeah.
And but we're in an okay place. We are dating.
I think that people don't understand that because they don't see you back on Housewives and they keep seeing you saying or alluding to the fact that you want to come back. And I think that the fans are asking for it. I mean, they brought Phaedra back. Definitely. I mean, Phaedra could have canceled the entire nation. I mean, the whole network from the she did. And they've been doing all this, but Phaedra sneaking her on the shows that she hasn't really done anything. But I think that Nene returning would bring people back to the show.
If that's a thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's slow, but so far all is well.
Yeah, Nene leaks files. Okay, so we already know that part. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to finish watching that entire episode though, because I did want to see what her and T.S. Madison was talking about. But let me know in comments, guys. What do you think? Do you guys want to see Nene back on Housewives of Atlanta? I will say that her show is very interesting. That's on YouTube. And a lot of times when you're starting YouTube, you don't have the backdrop and all the things that Nene has. So the show looks amazing. And I think that as time goes on, Nene's show is going to get better and better. It's almost like sitting in the kitchen and listening to your aunties or your sisters or your cousins talk, when you're on there. Because there's no boundaries, there's no, especially, like when Lonnie Love was on there, there's none of the filters and things like that. So the show's amazing. I love it. I definitely would love to see Nene come back, but I want Phaedra back off that show. I don't feel like Phaedra should be on television from after she did. And again, y'all, I keep on asking y'all keep saying that Phaedra have these reads. What are they? Besides the pizza box, what are they? Okay, drop down in the comment, let me know what you guys think, and thank y'all for tuning in to another fresh off the press in less than 10 minutes. The 10 minutes or less, I'll get it right at another time, y'all. But I love y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it.